I believe Atoy, my character, was because she's based on the real Atoy in San Francisco history, she would have come a little earlier in the 1850s, but she captured the imagination of Jonathan Tropper and the other executive producers. So they made her um, a fictionalized version of the real Atoy, and they made her the Sifu figure
Mm.
for the Assam character.
Mm. Speaking about Toy, like I liked her. I like she's like very like complex character, intriguing. Like what drew you to this character, and like how did you approach playing her for so many seasons?
To be honest, I was a little hesitant about taking Toy on. It 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 came at in some ways where it came at like the perfect time because I was like I felt like there was no place in Hollywood for me. Like Marco Polo had come out, and as I say, it got me to Hollywood. It got me the LA agents. It felt like now I was on the playing field,
Yeah.
in the stadium, whereas maybe before I was in like a parking lot 5 blocks away trying to listen to the game on, some old transistor
Yeah.
radio. But even though once I was now in the field, I still couldn't, I didn't feel like there was a way to get on the field and into the game. Like it was still so Warrior came at a time when, you know, I just wasn't sure. I was like, do I take on another period piece? Do I take on, you know, um, a woman who is, you know, s- you know, s- lives in sort of a stoic space, a calculating space, and uh, ultimately, I looked at who was behind it, right? Jonathan Tropper, Shannon Lee, Daniel Woodrow, Justin Lin, and I just trusted the caliber of folks behind it because you got to remember, as actors, we don't know where our characters are going. We don't know what they've got in store for us. We don't really know what we're signing our lives for 7 years away for. So
Mm.
it's a real gamble for us to sign on, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah. What do you think was like the biggest challenge with this character? Like, did it take like any toll physically, like any toll on you emotionally when you were playing this character?
I think a little bit of both, at
Mm.
different points in each season and different points in the process. Season one, I think just finding where she lives in me. And, I know that sounds really like, actory, but it is. And, um, because I think if you know me, Olivia, in life, I'm, pretty easygoing. I don't live in the energetic space that Atoy does. And yeah, I think that would be like, pretty intense to walk around in that
Yeah.
energy all the time. So it was finding that energy in me that served her and, trusting the other players on the team to help me become that character, trusting that when they put that wardrobe on, when they do that hair, when they do that makeup, you don't have to do a lot more heavy lifting. You just have to let all of that inform the performance. And I really think it was my first scene with Big Bill that I found something in my character that became one of like the pillars in where Atoy lives, which is, it was really fun messing with Kieran Bu
Mm.
that day, our first scene together. And I was like, there's Atoy, right? She's so smart that she knows that even when she's being underestimated, she's going to have fun with it and use it to her advantage. And that's really fun to play.